In this video, we'll learn how to record synthesized digital audio. So this will give us some techniques for taking these synthesis tools that we looked at in another video and actually producing clips that we could edit in Premiere Pro. Some of the digital synthesis tools that we looked at actually have built-in export options. This makes it really easy to save out a file that we could use in Premiere Pro. Ideally, we'd like to export a WAV file if possible, since that has the potential for the best quality. Some examples of software that will do this include GarageBand and the Pattern Sketch website. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the Pattern Sketch export option works. So here I am in Pattern Sketch. I've got the same drum sequence that we looked at earlier. All I need to do to save this out is click on the Export Audio button here in the right-hand column. And I'll get some options for how much of the sequence I want to export and how many times I'd like it to loop, as well as the file type. So again, WAV is the preferred file type. If we can't get that, MP3 is a good second. So all I need to do here is click on Download, and that saves out my file. And I can see in my Downloads folder, I now have that as a WAV file. And that has my sounds. So I could take that right into Premiere and edit it into a sequence with the rest of my clips. Now, what do we do if there's no built-in export option? In that case, we need a way to record the audio that's coming out of our computer or phone or tablet. That's often called the system audio. Now, you might have an instinct in this case to do what you see in the picture on the right, which is to simply hold up your smartphone with the recording app on it to your computer, which is making the sounds. I do not recommend doing this. It's generally going to sound really bad. And luckily, there are some software options that will help us capture the system audio and not have to introduce all the noise, all the distortion that would come with using a smartphone recorder app. So probably the easiest one to use is the Chrome Audio Capture Browser extension. That's a plugin for the Google Chrome Internet browser, and it works right alongside all the websites we looked at to simply capture an MP3 of the audio coming out of the browser. Let's take a look at how that works. So I'll jump back into my browser here, and here I have the site for the Chrome Audio Capture extension. So I haven't installed this yet. I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Chrome and just follow the prompts to add this to my extensions. I don't want to turn on the sync option, so I'll just close this out. So now when I use a browser-based software tool that doesn't have an export option, I get this plugin that lets me save out the audio. So an example of that is this Playtronica website. So the Playtronica website allows us to create visuals and sound through the browser just by typing on the keyboard. So you can see here as I type, I'll get different sounds and images in the browser. And right now, that sound is just coming through the speakers. It's not being recorded anywhere. But if I wanted to save this out to a file, I can just bring up my Chrome Audio Capture extension and click Start Capture to start recording. When I'm done, I bring the extension back up and click Save Capture. So I'll get this progress bar that shows me the encoding process. Looks like it's all done, and I just need to click Save Capture and set where I want to download that file. So I'll set this to my downloads. And then I can see I get a second file. This time it's an MP3. Again, that's not as ideal as a WAV, but this should work just fine for our purposes here. So that Chrome Audio Capture extension works great for browser-based sounds. If you're working with maybe a standalone software that you want to capture the audio from, we have some additional options for Mac, Windows, iOS, and Android. I'm actually using a piece of software very similar to this ScreenFlow option to record this video right now. Okay, that's an overview of how to record synthesized digital audio.